Last-minute instructions. If you remember, we've litigated heavily his cognitive state. He's not, as I said, capable of delivering effective instructions to counsel. We wish to litigate that issue properly. We've been blocked all the way. We've also had our request to have a full-blown hearing, evidential hearing, where we can cross-examine the medical experts who testified. Didn't really testify. They wrote a report for the court. We disagree with those findings. We find those findings internally contradicting. But that's all water under the bridge now. We're at the stage of the confirmation process. And since we're challenging the sufficiency of the prosecution evidence, there really isn't any need to take instructions from our client if he were able to give instructions to us. No, he's not fully involved to that extent in the process, but we go and visit him regularly. We've been to see him practically every day this week. We're not entitled to visits on a Friday, and we're not entitled to visits on the weekend. But on Monday to Thursday, we were there with him. I was there twice this week. I saw him on Thursday. I prepared him for the eventuality that the judges might reject his request for a waiver. He understood that, and as I said, for the rest of the time we've been busy working, preparing for the confirmation process, which starts tomorrow. He understands that because we've repeated it so many times that he can't possibly forget it now. And don't forget also, he understands the nature of the process because he himself was a former prosecutor. His long-term memory, his memories of childhood, his memories of his early career and presidency, early presidency I would say, are intact. His short-term memory, however, is completely gone. It's very sad. It's very sad that the judges weren't even prepared to litigate that matter properly. It's challenging, I must say. And we repeat important issues many times. Sometimes we tell him stuff, he's forgotten it the following day. So we have to repeat. And as I say, even with the waiver itself, he dictated to us a waiver, which Senator Leila de Lima thinks is all a crock. Well, I'll reserve my views on Senator Leila de Lima, who's been pursuing the former president for year after year. But in any event, he'd forgotten what he dictated to us. They were his own words. We had to remind him, and once he reminded him, he agreed and he signed off on that waiver. Well, as I said, it doesn't take too much to say I don't recognize the jurisdiction of the court, and he doesn't. And